Story, how God works. My brother, I'm following as she's declining, and then she was living in the home. We had to put her in the hospital. They put her in the hospital. And then hospice gets involved. She lost 50 pounds. She stopped eating a week and a half. And they said, well, the best thing you can do now is take her back to the nursing home, and so she could feel comfortable in 24 to 48 hours. So I'm talking to my brother constantly talking to him. And he said, and she was not in a coma or whatever you call it. She was out on breathing thing, the whole thing. He said she woke up. Within the 48 hours, she's laying there. She woke up. He said, I'm going to talk to my sister. Her sister's my Aunt Mary, who's 99. My mother died at 97.
That I remember most about my mother and my father, who were both ministers, each night just before she'd go to sleep, she would pray. And her prayer was, God bless my children and my children's children.
Oh my goodness.
Thus,
a lot of people were praying for you.
Well, I'm going to run with that one.
My
brother Dial, Aunt Mary, and my cousin Marie, Mary's daughter, told me the other side of the story. My brother said, well, she woke up, she talked to her sister for 15 minutes. She closed her eyes, laid back down, and never woke up again. She died 30 hours later. When I got to the funeral, and you do the business, and of course you go back to the hotel and the party breaks out, or the reminiscing and all of that. Mm-hmm. But I was telling my cousin Maria the story, and she said, oh, he didn't tell you the whole story. She got on the phone with her sister and said, I was up there, I saw the light, and we were praising and worshiping, and it was it was a praise and worship party. And I wanted to come back to tell you to come on, it's all right. They both grew up in the church. They were in the church from babies, 99 years now from my Aunt Mary. And that's what she told her sister, that she can't, well, not literally, I'm not going to lie to say she said, I can't wait till you get here. But basically, that was the story. What she saw, and she said it was just a praise and worship party. And, and I'll see, and she laid back down and went on home. I had a small amount of success. And I said, Ma, did you ever think, look at me? And she said, boy, you don't know how many people been praying for you, So I have been prayed for and supported by many people, but specifically by my mother in those days, by my wife now, and for a long time, so I've been protected. There's been a hedge around me, if you will, and a legion of prayers and people who pray for me.